Welcome back. In the last video, we spent some time setting up our SSL certificate and configuring the WordPress settings. In this video, we're going to find the right theme for our podcast website. In WordPress, a theme is the design or the look and feel of the website. If you go to the front end of our website, you'll see that our website is using the 2017 theme. This controls the header you see, how the information is laid out, the fonts, the colors, and more. WordPress has literally thousands of themes to choose from, and in this lesson description, you'll find a guide on how to choose the right theme for yourself. In this video, we're going to be using a free theme called Astra. That will provide us a lot of flexibility to lay out our information the way we want, choose the right color and font schemes, and more. And the best part is it's free. So to install Astra, we're going to go to Appearance, Themes. And then we're going to click on the big box that says Add New Theme. We will search for Astra in the search box, and you'll see the Astra theme show up. We're going to click Install. And since our website isn't launched yet, we're going to click Activate. Once we do that, we'll be brought back to the Themes page. If we click Visit Site, you'll see the layout of our site has changed. From here, we can make some customizations to our theme by clicking on the Customize button. We'll be given several different options to make changes to our theme. There are even more options available in the Pro version of this theme, which is linked in the description for this lesson. We're not going to go too crazy here, but our main goal will be to make our content, namely our podcast episodes, easily accessible. But for now, we'll customize some of the colors and maybe the font. To do that, let's start by going to Colors and Background. We can choose some base colors here, which will automatically choose some of the colors that we see in the right pane. So we're going to change our theme color to purple and our link color to purple. You'll notice that when we change the link colors, they automatically change here in the right pane. We can also choose a custom background color. So if I choose black, to give a more dramatic example, you'll see that the entire background of the web page turns black, except for the header and the content area. We're going to change this to white. You may have noticed that off-white was kind of the color of the background before, so we're going to explicitly make this white. We can also change the color of the footer bar. So we have control over the text and link colors and the background color. If we kind of stick to our theme of making the bottom bar purple, we can then choose white for the text and link colors so that they stand out a little bit better. You may also want a different color for your header. Unfortunately, that is one of the limitations of the free version of Astra. If we were using the Pro version, we would be able to add more customization to our header. But that's okay because we are focused fully on the content. Now, one of the things we need to do is change the name of our site from my blog to something more applicable. We can do that easily by clicking on the pencil icon we see here. We'll then be brought to the appropriate area of the customizer to make those changes. You'll notice that we can also upload a logo if we want. If you have album artwork already created, I recommend you uploading that or some version of that for your show here. Since we don't have any artwork created, we'll just add the site title. And then we'll also change the tagline. And if we want, we can display the site tagline right under the header. If we go back to the main customizer screen, we can also change the typography. So we can go to Typography, Base Typography, and then choose a font family. Now, I'm partial to Merriweather, so I'm going to make that the site's font. I'm also going to bold the headlines. Again, going back out to our main customizer screen, you'll see we also have entries for buttons, menus, widgets, and additional CSS. If you know how to write CSS, you can add your own here to make customizations you'd like at the code level. We're going to touch on menus and widgets later when we actually have content in our site to populate with the menus and widgets. So the last thing we're going to look at is the buttons. Now, we don't see a good example of the button on this page, but we will set these colors so that when one shows up, it doesn't look out of place. And we will make the button background color that same purple. We'll make the hover color a little lighter. And we'll make the button text white and the hover text that off-white. I would encourage you to go through all of the customizer settings and really make this theme your own. Astra gives us the ability to make a lot of changes even in the free version of the theme. That's one of the reasons that I like using it for my projects. Another is that it's incredibly lightweight and therefore very performant. The site loads very quickly. Finally, it looks good on whatever size screen you or your users happen to be using. So with all of our changes made, we're going to click Publish, and then we will click the X to get out of the customizer. Now, if we go back to the front end, you'll see the changes that we've made. That's it for this video. In it, we learned what WordPress themes are, how to find them, and we installed and configured the Astra theme. In the next video, we're going to choose an audio host for our podcast.